Jake Owen, and this is Good Company.
Welcome to Good Company, a podcast where we talk about everything under the sun. Friends, good times, and life. Now, here's your host, Jake.
What's up, y'all? It's Jake with the Good Company podcast. I am backstage in Little Rock, Arkansas at the, what's the name of this baseball stadium? Dickey Stevens Park, North Little Rock, here playing with Chris Jansen, Jordan Davis on the Life is What You Make It tour. And I looked out in the crowd during our pre-show kind of meet and greet, and I saw a good friend of ours, LaVonda Harrison. And I've been wanting to talk to LaVonda for quite some time. I kind of talked to her once before on my bus. I guess that's been, a year or two ago. And I thought I would love to have you on, LaVonda, just to talk about how much of a fan that you've become of what we do, but just a fan of music in general and the experiences you've been through. And anyways, LaVonda, it's nice to have you.
Glad to be here.
Are you nervous right now?
Absolutely.
LaVonda was in the crowd today, like I said, when I saw her, and so I wanted to talk to her. Pearl is standing here as a co-host right now. Pearl, what's up? Say hey to everybody. She's being stubborn right now. All right, Pearl. You don't have to say it. You don't want to say hi to the people out there? All right. It's all good. Well, so we conned LaVonda into coming backstage. So, LaVonda, I've seen your signs. You have been to how many of our shows now?
Tonight is 134.
134 shows.
Yes.
Do you remember your first show?
Absolutely.
You do? Well, where was that?
Biloxi, Mississippi, and you opened up for Keith Urban.
I remember that show. That was the first show of the Keith Urban tour. And what was that, 2012?
No.
It was in Biloxi, right?
2011.
2011 Get Closer tour, I believe that was. And so how many Keith Urban shows have you been to?
Not 134.
Really? So I kind of, thanks to Keith Urban, I met you, really.
Yes.
Because you were a big Keith Urban fan and still are, and so 134 shows, because it seems like it wasn't, but not too long ago I remember seeing your sign saying this was my 100th show.
Yes, that was last May.
Where was that? Where was the 100th show, Mark?
Dardanelle, Arkansas.
Oh yeah, home of the great John Daly. Speaking of which, your 100th show was in Arkansas, right? So we're back in Arkansas tonight, and you are here. Who'd you come out with?
Rachel McKenzie,
yeah.
Stephanie Lene.
And they're both from Louisiana?
No, one is from here, and then one is from Louisiana.
So do you guys meet up often? And that's what's intriguing to me, and I know I've talked to you about this before, but one thing that I think is fun to talk about is how I see so many of y'all come out to shows, and it's not just about the music. You've told me before, it's not just about the music that we're playing. It's about the experiences and the weekend getaways that you have with your friends, and a lot of these friends you've met because of the music, right?
I have a tremendous amount of friends because of you. Yes.
Oh, well, that's really cool. That's a big compliment that I appreciate, and I wasn't digging for that, but there are. I've made a bunch of friends because of the music and thanks to you guys, and so I was just. There was a time, if you remember, do you remember where that was when I brought you on the bus? Just to ask you.
I could tell you the date, yeah.
Why? What was it?
It was August 19th, 2016, and that was in Imperial, Nebraska.
That was in Imperial, Nebraska. So I don't know how many shows you'd been to at that point, but you've been to quite a few. And the cool thing about you, LaVonda, is that no matter how many shows you've been to, you've never made anyone feel uncomfortable or weird or anything. You're just a normal everyday person. We love to do special things for people that we can tell have been following us and have a passion for what we're doing, and you've always been so great to us. So there's been many times where we've given you and quite a few other people some preferential treatment, and there's those folks every now and then where you get that, like, you give them an inch and they want to take a mile, right? And we can't always do everything, but you have been the most polite and respectful person to all of us, not just me, and I hope you know how much we appreciate that.
Thank you.
So I gotta ask this question because we always talk about it in the band. So your husband, you guys have been married for how long?
Ooh, it'll be 30 years this August.
30 years, and you have been gone at least 130 weekends.
At least, but it took several years.
You brought him out a couple times, though.
Yeah. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he's got something else going on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he knows that when you come out, we take good care of you, so that's super cool that you. So what are like your hobbies? Are coming out, being with your friends, coming to the shows. What's your favorite part about going to concerts?
The travel. Love to travel, and the lead up to the show. First thing is getting the best ticket, so it's like the chase, right?
So it's almost like certain people have their thing where it's just it kind of gets to them in their blood. You know, some people like to race dirt bikes. Your thing is that feeling of getting a good ticket because you've spent a lot of money on tickets, a lot, because you've never asked for anything. You've never asked for anything from us, and we appreciate. I look at you a lot, and I think, man, you've spent an incredible amount of money to come out and support what we do. And I hope you know how much that means to me. But like, yeah, you've spent thousands and thousands of dollars, not just on tickets, but travel and
work hard to play hard.
Yeah, right.
It's what I like to go and do.
So what is your day-to-day job?
I am over a finance department. For a very large electrical supply company. It's about a $650 million a year company.
Wow. In Texas?
Yes.
So you work hard during the week to then leave on because some nights we're playing Thursdays or Fridays and you're out there on a Thursday or Friday. You must have you have a cool husband, but you must have a pretty cool boss too.
Yes, I do, and I can work from anywhere. So if you see me on a Thursday night, I've worked in my hotel room that day on my computer, so. I sat in line waiting for a GA situation, working on my computer.
Really?
Yeah.
So, has there been a show out of all the 134 shows that you've been to where you remember that show being not only a fun experience for you and the people you were with, but just the music and the show and the way it felt? Was there one in particular?
Yes.
All right, tell us about it.
It was Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas when you did the show on the beach. And that happened to have been my husband and I's 25th anniversary. And I just had the tiny little sign, and you kind of made a big deal of it, and that's a big memory.
Well, I'm glad, because I always try to and look at you when you're in the crowd, and I see you out there to let you know I appreciate you being there. But it's cool because it's moments like that you realize small, simple little things mean a lot to somebody. So I think at that moment, until I probably saw your sign, I didn't know that was y'all's 25th wedding anniversary. That's a big deal. That's pretty cool. So how many more shows this year you think you're going to? I'm not putting you on the spot, but I'm sure you have some of them planned.
I have 19 more coming up so far.
19 more?
Yes.
What do you think so far of the Life's What You Make It tour?
Well, this will be the first stadium show I've been to on the tour. So I saw the full show in Vienna, Virginia, but that was an amphitheater situation. Okay. So it was awesome.
Thanks.
Well, I tweet you if you would ever read it.
I have a hard time with tweets. That's why I love Instagram because I can post photos. I love posting photos anyways, but Instagram, I need to, I guess, change it or something, but my feed refreshes after every 50 or 100, so if I don't catch it in a certain amount of time, I didn't see it.
2 million followers too might have something to do with that, but yeah, this show is incredible, and I would encourage people to get out to this show.
Thank you, Lavonda. You just did a sales pitch for me.
Amazing.
Thanks. Are there any songs you wish we were playing that we're not playing? Because it's always hard for me each year to do a show, and trust me, I think about you and a lot of other people that come out to our shows. Shout out to Jane Powers out there that was in Las Vegas with us during the crazy October 1st experience, but last year. But there's a lot of y'all that come out to these shows, and I do think about you when I'm making my set list, and I'm thinking about each year, you know, those folks like yourself that come out to a lot of shows, how do we each and every night make sure that you're having a great time? So I always wonder what songs I should play, and maybe there's songs I don't play that I should play. So I know you've got some thoughts on that.
There's some of the really old stuff that I would like to hear.
Okay, like?
Something About a Woman.
Oh, wow. That's a big pull. We haven't done that in a very long time.
Right. So.
Yeah. Anything else?
Journey of Your Life doesn't end up in the set list very often, and I really love that one. That has some personal meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like the new songs? Are you digging the new stuff?
I love them. Something to Ride To. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we haven't really played that yet in our set.
That's a good song.
I played it once or twice in some shows, but we haven't put it in the Life's What You Make It tour.
I hope to see a push to radio for that one.
Oh, yeah. We have some ideas set for the next single, so You might see it. You might not. You never know. And shout out to Chris Jansen and Jordan Davis that are out here on tour with us. Is this your first experience seeing them?
Well, actually, I saw Chris for the first time in Vienna, Virginia. Man, he's a firecracker.
He is, right?
Yeah.
He, I love having him out here because he's always been that way. I mean, I've known him for 10 years, and he's always been a super entertainer. He's a great singer, a great musician. So it's great to have him out. And Jordan Davis is a great singer, songwriter. So you enjoying their sets?
Yes. Yeah, we didn't go out and get beer. We stuck around for their set.
Good.
It was good.
Do you drink much beer? Like,
not usually at a show. Well, you know, if you drink too much, you got to leave, and I'm not leaving front row.
Right. I never thought about that. So give me the inside scoop on like if you want to be front row at a show. For those out there, because you're always front row. So give me a quick idea of
what it. Give away my secrets.
Well, I mean, you don't have to give away all your secrets, but I mean, you know, like you can ask a fishing guide, how do you catch fish, and he can tell you. You're a great person to talk to about going to concerts because you've been to 134 of ours. So if you want to come out to a concert and have a great time, what are your recommendations to people out there? Because I meet people every day that have never been to a concert. So you've been to 134 of ours. How do you have a great experience at a concert?
It's a general admission show. You're going to research the venue and see where the entrances are to the field, for instance, because not all of these stairways come to the field. So you need to be sure you're at the right one. It's hours and hours in line. You cannot imagine how many hours I've waited for you.
Really?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It could be an 8-hour day in line. It could be a 12-hour day in line.
But is it all because you just want to be up close? Or, I mean, once you're up close, you don't want to be back, right? Or
yeah,
what? I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, once you've been at the front of the stage, you don't really want to be in the back. And we chit-chat in line all day long. We have a party out there.
Yeah, so you guys have like a little pre-party in line.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It makes me feel great to just see you guys out there and see how you all have become friends through the years of coming to shows and the experiences that you have together. And it meant a lot to me when I saw you out there today. And I knew that I had to do a podcast coming up soon. And I told Steek and the guys, I was like, let's talk to LaVonda because I've been wanting to talk to you anyways. So thank you for not only chatting with us today, but thanks for always coming out and supporting what we do. And I hope we see you for many years to come.
You will.
And you know that if you ever need anything, we got you. We got you covered.
Thank you for the music and your friendship.
Thank you, LaVonda. Well, we love people like LaVonda Harrison, and that's what Good Company is all about. That's what this podcast is. We've talked to so many random people, and we're happy to have you on. Thanks, LaVonda. I'll talk to you guys next week on Good Company. Appreciate you, love you, and we'll see ya.